Hello everyone, it's me again, and today we're at what track? Silverstone International. How are we doing today? So, it looks like so far we've got a very low turnout. I mean, I'm seeing about 14 races at the moment, and we've got about 12 minutes until qualifying, so hopefully the numbers build before the beginning of the event. How are we all doing today? Probably do a little bit of practice before
Check, 1, 2.
the qualifying begins. But yeah, this is the second to last race of the season. Next week we'll be at Brands Hatch, and that'll be the end of this. And then I'll be looking for something else. I mean, they've got a new season, which will be shortly after this, which we might do.
Striking resemblance to a young V8 driver.
Currently both the doves are at the top, which is looking cool. That's getting ever so much quicker every lap. So this is the international layout of Silverstone. So you come past F1 turn 2 or 3, and you don't take that hairpin, you keep going around here, and then you come out the exit of Maggots and Beckett's onto the back straight, and then the rest of the track's pretty recognisable. It's the last few corners of the F1 Grand Prix layout. So the lap times are around about 1 minute 7, 1 minute 8. Very short. So we'll be doing more laps, which will be 22 lap races. Gee, that's really
change from touring.
That's really short. I thought it was going to be something closer to 24 laps, but right. Well, I think the races will go by really quick tonight. So we got, as usual, 2 races, 2:25. Well, it's going to be less than 25 minutes, but 2:22 lap races. And the second race will be a full reverse grid, so whoever wins in the first race starts at the back in the second race. Excluding, there might be some DNFs, people who don't finish the race properly. In the first race they'll be at the back of the grid for the second race. Right, so should I do some driving? I think I should. Let's hop back out there, do a little bit of practice. Right, so in the Civic as usual for the season. Car coming through, let him through. So, my feeling is that it's going to be a fairly clean couple of races. There's no super strong, tight hairpins that people are going to
Just try and let you pass.
kill each other into. Maybe the first hairpin, well, it's not really a hairpin. It's almost a hairpin. It's just after that first fast S section. There might be some touching and crashing going on in the first couple of corners, to be honest. But after that, I think the field will get into single file, and then it'll be fairly clean racing after that. There's a lot of runoff, so I think we'll be okay. But who knows? We might hit some safety car periods. And then those massive sausage curbs that appear in this version of Silverstone that you don't really want to hit. Not quite flat through the first corner, but close to it. Nice and tight here, getting back to the outside of the circuit. Now this is the corner I'm suspecting might be the most dangerous, especially in the reverse grid race, that tight corner. Run really wide out here. Looks like we might have 16 races at the moment, so the numbers are slowly building. We've got about another 8 minutes until qualifying. Very, very easy to pinch a brake and a tyre in this circuit to lock them up, but that's been quite common in this car. Thankfully doesn't do huge damage to the tyres. This corner, if you get out onto that AstroTurf on the left there, since it's front wheel drive, the wheels just start spinning and you get sucked off the track. You get pulled out wide and you can't really come back onto the track unless you lift off or just stay out wide. I broke a little bit early there. My line a bit strange. Hey David, how are we doing this week? How'd your racing go? My assumption is that they will just let the session run to the end of the 10 minutes that are remaining in this practice session, and then we'll have the qualifying or the race drivers briefing, and then we'll start qualifying.
On the outside, all of it. No, it's just like, you can use as much as you want, but just like a lot of other tracks, there's a low return on the gains once you go too far.
This is probably one of the harder corners to get right. That one and the last couple. I'm quite looking forward to the reverse grid on this track. I mean, they're always fun, but the lap times are so similar since this is such a short track. And there's not as many laps as I thought there was going to be, so the racing should be really close. Should be. I suspect it will be. The track's fairly wide as well. And tons of runoff, so I feel like it's going to be a decent competitive race, particularly in the reverse grid race. It should still be quite close in the first race. Well, I hope it is.
Which rim did you go for?
Okay, I'm braking too early there. That's exactly what you don't want to do. Hit that big curb.
What is that total?
What pace did you do back?
Not too much longer, and we'll get underway.
I'll go. What base? I just turned back.
Seems to be some very tolerable, or yeah, you can go quite wide on that corner I just came out of without getting pinged for track limits. But I think the race directors and stewards might
My pedal came
control
real
that a
quick.
little bit.
If they got it, you'll get it quick. You should.
Finished 5th from 12th. That sounds like you made some steady gains. Like you say, it's a tricky track, particularly on ACC. And you drove the Ferrari, right? If I remember correctly. And that's not the easiest car. At least in my experience there, I didn't drive all the cars there, but the Ferrari was quick, but it was difficult to drive there. And with this track being very short, overlapping and back markers will probably play a bigger factor into this race than previous races. I'm sure it will. But although the track is wide, so they'll find it easier to give everyone space when they come through. Oof, that's a bit wide. We've had a lever, hopefully they will come back. First lap incident. As long as you didn't get included in the incident, it's your best place to get the positions. Oh, neat. You're a fastest. Did you just have an unfortunate qualifying? Where is Mudritsky? And he's currently 6, 1.2 off.
I'm getting talked about again. Yeah, it's tough.
I thought you'd be a little bit closer.
Well, I have been stretching at home, but I still can't straighten out and still have chronic pain in certain angles, so...
Ah, okay. So you did have you had a decent quali, but you had the unfortunate first lap. To come back to 5th, yeah, that's a good achievement. But yeah, those first lap incidents, the hardest to avoid, but also the most crucial to avoid. Sometimes you can't avoid them; they just happen, and that's fine. Just how racing goes sometimes. As long as you enjoyed it though. Now remind me, which is this championship? Is this the AOR one? Well, no, that one ended, didn't it? One of them ended recently that you were doing. Yeah, the well, my pace isn't too bad, I guess. Slower than what I was doing before. It's not the end of the world. Oof. Oh, Mudritsky's there we go. He's suddenly popped himself 7 tenths behind, just behind Dad's time. Dad's doing quick this week. He's the second quickest at the moment. That's awesome. Can I put a cleaner lap together? I know the tyres were starting to go off, and the front left tyre takes a hammering around this layout. 121 degrees. Well, that understeer is going to play into this race, I think, coming through the first corner. Yeah, I can feel it. Well, Mudritsky's done a 7 flat now. Oh, he's gone quick.
Go for next level one.
Alright, I'm gonna go wide, but yeah, the
Don't you two normally follow each
track
other?
limits aren't too bad now.
Looks like somebody's.
Right, we're nearly at the end of practice, so a minute to go, and we'll be doing qualifying. I'm gonna pull over, put some new tyres on, light a fuel, and get ready to go.
So proud.
10 litres will do. 11. Hold on. Turn it up a little bit. Okay, so your AOR finished, and this is just a different league. Oh, you're running it. That's awesome. I mean, so far the pace is there, but Mujetski isn't too far behind this time. Jack is smaller, so the gaps are generally smaller. But who knows? Practice has got 10 seconds, so we'll just wait. Probably going to give us the race briefing. And then we'll do quali. So how many people are in here? Excluding Pillars, because he's not racing. I think we've got 18 races.
Yeah, fucking do that corner roll.
So
I've seen you do it a few times.
there's competitors in last week, but hopefully enough to get some good racing in.
With the right-hander, you know.
Yeah, just I don't know what it is with the fucking Honda. I just can't see too well in the cockpit.
Is this the only league racing I'm doing at the moment? Yes, this is the only league racing I'm doing at the moment. I backed out of the OOR GT3 on ACC. I wanted to step back a little bit with the sim racing stuff, and I came into that. Well, Dad actually brought this one up to me, and I thought it was going to be a bit of fun, so I decided to do it. Touring cars, I haven't really done. I've never done league racing in touring cars, so a little bit different, and it's on a sim that I like, Assetto Corsa. I've always enjoyed this one. So, yeah, why not? Just give it a go. A bit of fun. A little bit different. After this, these guys, OZNZ, are hosting a Radical SR3 league, which may or may not do, but we'll see. That could be a bit of fun. Been racing GT3s for a long time, so it's good to have a change.
Have you got that speech on cassette ready to press play?
Right, so what's happening?
Oh, right. Didn't even notice we'd flicked over. Said I'm only half paying attention.
No, that's what I mean. I just saying if you're here for it.
Yeah, so
Driver briefing time?
we do have Barbsy joining us, but Barbsy's deafened himself.
Here it is.
There we go.
G'day.
So hey, just make sure you keep your ears on during race, mate. It's push to talk, so there shouldn't be a huge amount of chatter, unless it's specific to the race. So I'll go over yellow flag procedure, since it's your first time racing with us.
We'll just go through the
If there is
general
a
driver briefing and
big enough
then
incident,
race or
usually
qualifying.
involving 3 or more cars, or one that potentially blocks the track. Admins or senior members will call a yellow flag. If they do that, they will call yellow, 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 loudly and repeatedly. When you hear this, the leader is to slow down to the safety car speed, and everyone else stops racing but just maintains some pace until they catch up to the leader and form up single file as if behind the safety car. Once everyone's lined up behind the safety car, we'll arrange for any wave throughs to go repair in the pits. So if you were involved in the incident, when the wave through is offered, you can go ahead of the pack to get to the pits. This is just to reduce the amount of time that we spend under yellow flag. Once you've repaired in the pits, when you are coming out, if the leader and the rest of the pack has not yet come past, then you must wait at the end of pit lane, and then once the pack has gone past, you join onto the back. If the pack has already gone past, then you just leave the pit lane and get up to pace to catch up and then tack onto the back of the queue. Once we've got all that sorted out and there's no more repairs and we're all ready, we will call green for go. At that point, we usually stop weaving, we stack up nice and tight, ready for the restart, and the leader has control. Now the leader can go anywhere in the start zone, and when the leader goes, the drivers in second, third, etc. will call go, go, go over voice to simulate a spotter. When the race is green, you can overlap, but you cannot overtake.
Doing a bit of
before the
GT4
start finish
racing.
line. If you do overtake,
GT4's at Imola sounds
just make
fun.
sure you give the position back at the next safe opportunity.
Alright, well, I'll have
and
fun with
an
that.
overtake is you getting ahead at all.
Sounds
You
quite
don't have to be
entertaining.
completely ahead, you just have to have a bumper out in front, and that's considered an overtake. For tonight,
Give the
safety car
Maserati a
speed
go.
is going to be 80 kph. That's
No,
right,
no
really short
traction
track.
control, no ABS.
And the start zone is from the final corner, which is not the chicane exit. It's the kink coming onto the front straight. So from the final corner through to the start finish line. So the leader can jump anywhere from the apex of that kink through to the start finish line.
Shouldn't be too much longer.
Track limits tonight. It's 2 wheels everywhere with the exception of the exit of the right hander onto Hanger Straight. You can use all of the available tar seal out to the left hand side, and that includes running out over top of the red and white curbing. So you can go all the way out there. Just you must be 2 wheels inside once you get to the grass. As I was saying earlier, there is a limited return on gains the wider you go, because you actually lose speed having to actually turn further than you would if you pulled up shorter, but each person will find their own line. And the only other exception
McLaren's not too bad.
is
The
less of an
KTM
exception and more of a
it used to
try
be-
best, and that is
at least
the
when I first
right
tried
hander
it,
at the end of Hanger Straight.
KTM used
For
to be
the
quite
chicane.
deadly.
Please try and keep 2 wheels in at all times, but I'm very aware of all the times we've raced Silverstone that it is easy to mess up the exit of that corner. So please do not go flying out there and trying to gain an advantage. And yeah.
KTM's
Before you
fun,
go
I
into
just
the
remember it
front
was
as
an
well.
oversteer machine
Don't
at
know if
some
there's a slowdown on
corners.
that corner.
It's not too bad though if you get used to it.
Pretty slippy as well, I think. if you
I'm
get
sure
all
setup
four
helps
cars
as
in there.
well.
So I think that's it for yellow flags and track limits. Haven't missed anything, Jim, Carbs, anyone else?
No.
Just about the call left, inside left.
So the other thing perhaps is if you hear anybody calling on your left, on your right, etc., it's a courtesy call rather than a demand for space. So
Copy that.
if someone gives you that call, it's still up to you to judge the situation as to whether you're gonna make a move or not.
Cool.
And
Alright.
we recommend running car radar or helicorsa. If you don't happen to have one of those, it's very, very useful.
Got the helicourse on the go, so all good.
Good stuff.
that's a-
I think that's it. Any questions?
Right,
It's
we're
all
gonna
pretty
finally get
straightforward.
underway.
I'll
Taking
add
a
one
while.
more. I just keep the chatter to race specific things. And when the race finishes, people must still be driving. So once you're done, wait for the race to be fully done. Then start talking about who you overtook and how
How awesome you were.
Yep.
Oh, and so there is one more. Don't leave in between race 1 and race 2. It'll fuck up the reverse grid.
Yep, that's true. So please stay in the server.
Change, please.
Sorry, what was that, Neville?
Password changed, please.
BTCC.
Oh, don't really need that being played over.
So
You-
once Neville's in the server, I will restart Quali and we'll be good to go. So let us know when you're in the server, Neville. Anything else from anybody while we're waiting? Where are we going next week? Final round.
We're in
So
touch.
for those missed, this is the second to last race of the
checked
season.
the
Next
website.
week will be at Brands Hatch, and that'll be the final.
Thank you very much.
All minutes, and we'll be going. And I'll also, since I'm again near the back of the grid, I'm going to wait until everybody gets their way and move on.
I
I'll
think that pops up.
try let a
for
gap
everyone else before
occur,
we
and I'll
start.
try get into that gap.
So you're in and good to go, Neville?
Excuse me.
You in server and good to go, Neville?
Nearly, sorry.
No, you're all good.
It's got an. Oh,
Also,
that's not
cards.
the one.
Remember, we push to talk on this channel as well. It's
Yeah, good to go. Thank you very much.
all
Yeah,
good.
Sorry.
Yeah, push to talk doesn't apply to admin roles for some reason.
Okay, we finally gonna
Hey
go.
guys, unless there's any objections, I will restart the session for quality.
Kick it.
Right, here we go. Good luck.
Okay, now
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait a minute or so, let the gaps come up, and I'll try slot into that.
I can't see anyone. Yeah, I can. That was scary.
No obstacles.
A few more to go. This is a short track, so I should get moving right about now. I feel like I'm not gonna get this right. I might try pull over and take that big gap. My tyres are going to get cold, but that's fine. I prefer a gap than cold tyres. Or then warm tyres. Okay, here we go. Let's try not to do this as terribly as I did last week. Oof, okay, that wasn't the greatest, but I don't know. That was a bit of a slow corner. Tyres are cold still as well. Messed that up. Might still be okay, I don't know. Pretty sure Majewski is able to equal the time I'm about to do. Actually, no. What time is it? Oh, it's a decent time. I feel like he could possibly do it though. He did a 7 flat, I think it was, or 6.9 in practice. I messed that corner up. A touch better than the last lap. Bit of a lock up, doesn't help, but still a good lap. Didn't get that perfect, but this will be an improvement, so I think I'll be quite happy with this lap. That's okay. That'll do. I'm happy with that. At least getting the lap done earlier in the session this time around. I only had one attempt at last week's race. And that's a curb. I'll go back to the pits and put some new tyres on, because these ones munch themselves pretty quickly at this track, especially the front left. There's no major gaps at the moment. There's one in the middle of the straight at the moment, so I might wait for that. But I'm fairly happy with that time. Oh, Dad's in second at the moment. That's cool. Looking at a Dove 1-2 as of this very moment. I know Madretsky has got a bit more in the tank though, so got to wait, and he seems to be on a decent lap right now. Okay, I might track this gap. Oh, my tyre's going to be coming down now, wait. Okay, right now. So, Madretsky, if I remember correctly, did a 6.9 or 7 flat in practice. He's currently very far off of that time at the moment. What other times were there? Oh, I can't remember. But from second down to about 6th, the times are very close. Probably haven't given myself enough room for a few laps. No, didn't get the line right. Two minutes to go. Now I've got a really big gap. This is a good one. I'm too behind, haven't improved yet. Well, okay. That's my best lap around here so far, I think. Okay, that's my best lap overall. Okay, I'm really happy with that. I think I'm gonna go back into pits and put the fuel in the car and wait for the end of the session. Alright, I'm happy with that. I didn't go that fast in practice. Yeah, 35. That'll be safe. Madretsky has improved. He got himself into the 1 minute 06s. He's very close to that initial time I got, so I'm glad I did improve a little bit. Madretsky currently in second. He may improve again. Oh, and he's following Dad at the moment, who's currently in third. He'll be catching him and possibly getting a slipstream. Thanks, David. We've got Dad here. Is he going to improve again? I think that's his best time. No, it's not his best time overall. I've seen him do 7.1 before. He may get held up. I'm not sure who's in front of him at the moment. What can he do on this lap? I think this will be his last lap, yep. And what is this lap time going to be? 5, 6? No, that's not going to be an improvement. And what about Madritsky? He did not improve. And Carbo is already coming to the pits. Who else is running? They're all starting to pull out their laps now and finish the rest of the session. And that lap will be over there for Chris. And I think that's it for quali. So I managed to put my best lap I've ever done on this track in quali. I'm pretty happy about. Madritsky's also done a really quick lap. If I didn't do that lap, he would have been really close behind. I think, yeah, no, I did a 0.82, I think, so that would have been fairly close. But yeah, we've got Dad in third, so that's a great performance for him in qualifying. I think it's his best. Yeah, that's definitely his best so far. Hopefully the race will go well as well. Just got to make sure the fuel's in the car, which I do have.
Race ups and put your race fuel back in, guys.
So here we go for race 1. 22 laps. I feel like Madrid's going to be close. You know, Dad might actually be able to hold on as well. We'll have to see. How far back was 4th? Actually, they were pretty close. It gets pretty close from 3rd to down to about 6th. And now here we go. Just gonna have to try to get through the first lap safely, and then do the same on the reverse grid race, which will be much more difficult. We've been doing it alright so far this season.
Good luck, guys.
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck all.
Good luck. Hopefully everybody put fuel in the car this time. I remember there was 1 or 2 who forgot to do the fuel last time. Gotta wait 40 seconds. My wheel is not straight. Well, don't have to worry about that right now. Can sort that out later. So what races, other than the GT4 race coming up, David, what else is next? I think my whole rig's a little bit off to the right. I need to change that later. Right, here we go. So far so good. That's one of the hardest corners to get through. Is the first corner, and then this one. Oh, someone went flying off in the rear view mirror there.
Looked like someone disconnected.
Someone disconnected, that's what it was.
Yep, me.
Dad's got himself into second. Let's see how long he can hold it. Hopefully he can do it the whole race. That'd be awesome. Give him a little bit of slipstream. Don't want to pull the gap. Too much. Right. That's cool. It looks like Madritsky had a bit of a rough start. He's dropped a couple positions. We've got Carbo behind Dad at the moment. Oh, you also got Fanatec coming up. Also one of the trickier circuits to do. Yeah, the Doves are doing alright so far. You just got 2:30 races at Brands Hatch. Whole hour of not getting thrown off the track at Brands Hatch. It's that middle sector which really gets to me at Brands Hatch and the GT3s. I remember it gave me a really hard time in the Porsche. Trying to get that middle sector right. Poor Chris, he had a bit of a disconnection, so he's unfortunately sitting at the back at the moment.
I'll stay on the inside.
And Majewski's got himself back to third. Dude, they're using a lot of track back there. I will be doing the 12 hours of Bathurst and iRacing next week as well, so I'll be live streaming that, doing that with Jake, so Speed Demon from the last few endurance races, and Zach from RST. Should be quite fun.
All good, mate.
Sebring's not
Right,
Mike's
go.
strongest track though. This race is going to go by really fast, I reckon. So will the reverse grid. The short length of the race and the reverse grid is going to make it all that much more exciting. Hopefully won't take myself out at some point. I heard there's a new BTCC game. Is that a sim? Is it dedicated to be like a sim game, or is it just a bit of a fun arcadey type game? Because after driving these cars, I wouldn't mind driving that. Some updated content in the new game. Oh, something happened to Majewski. He's back down to 5th all of a sudden. He was just behind Dad before, and Dad's still there, so I'm wondering what's happened. Or was that just a bit of a glitch? No. I think he has dropped back down to 5th. Wonder what caused that. I'll have to look in the replay later. And you've got Carbo right behind him now. Try to put a really good lap in. Oop, that was a bit tight.
Sorry.
Oh. Is that Dad's voice? Might have been a bit of touching going on back there. Oh, that's a bit wide. Right. Esports series. I'd hope there'd be more on the sim side if it's going for esports. I want a New Zealand dedicated series. I know R-Factor brought the Toyota series into it, but R-Factor just doesn't get that much attention. Toyota Racing Series, esports series would be quite fun. I'd quite enjoy that. Yeah, and I'm quite keen to try that out. Do you know when that BTCC game is going to be released? I think the last I heard of it was going to be released this year. Probably going to get delayed, as most games do these days. They're going way too wide out there now. How's Dad doing? He's got a tiny gap. Good. Majewski's starting to come back. Hey Colin. No, I'm running the Simagic M10 wheel and wheelbase, not the T300. $2022. We can wait till then, but it'll still be fun to try. I wouldn't mind making some content on there if it's good enough. I quite enjoy doing this driving right here, so if it's anything that's similar, I'll be quite keen and ready for it when it comes out. Maybe some lap guys. I honestly still need to do a little bit of adjusting to the whole front wheel drive thing. I definitely haven't got my head around setups on these front wheel drive cars. They don't seem super sensitive to setups, at least in this game, this mod. We're halfway through the race now. 11 to go.
Sorry about that.
I wonder what happened to Madridsky. I'm going to have to look back and see what happened, because he had a terrible start. He lost a couple positions. He started coming back, and then he dropped back to 5th. So, yeah, all I can assume that there was some sort of contact. Ooh. That was unexpected. Oh, they're the company that acquired the Affecta, as you just said. Alright, well that's also going to be interesting to see where Affecta goes with the new owners. I think Affecta 2's done its days. I think it's time for something new. Well, as I sort of suspected, so far it's been a very clean race. No safety cars, there hasn't been any major crashes as far as I'm aware. Dad's still holding on to that second position, but going by that mini-map on the top left there, there's a whole lot of cars that are bunched up just behind, so it's anyone's game at the moment, up there, for second place. Apparently the two Doves are leading it, which is awesome. I see Mudritsi's pulling it back in though, he's back to 3rd. And with another 9 or so laps to go, well, he might be able to do it, honestly, I think he will. He's got some good pace around here. Mudritsi's now up to 2nd, so he's back right behind Dad. Understeer is definitely starting to become a big thing in that first corner now. That front left is not liking this. And I can see in the distance there's a little bit of back market traffic. Not sure that it will play too heavily into what's to come, although it may be interesting. That may get in the way of the guys behind me if we catch them on time. Oh, I see Dad's got about a 2nd gap going there. Now they're bunched up again. One of these laps I'm going to end up on the grass if I keep pushing that hard through there. Oh, something tells me Reduced has gone past, going by the what's it called? The real-time window in the bottom right. The relative.
Go through.
Oh, then Madridsky's gone again. The Carbo's now in 2nd. Something tells me some battling's been going on and didn't go to plan. Now Vanderham's in 2nd. So something's going on. Now Madridsky's in 4th. So seems like Dad's lost his 2nd. That's unfortunate. He was doing so well. How far back are they? Looks like they're still bunched up in a group. Oh, it seems it's like Dad's back in 8th right now. Oh, he must have gone off. Damn it, he was doing awesome. Still got another 6 laps. Maybe you can bring it back. Someone's got a drive-through for cutting the course. We're going by that mini-map again. There's a lot of cars bunched up back there, so still anyone's game. From 2nd down to probably somewhere near 9th or 10th. Probably going to be worth looking at the replay. Nibbling that grass now. Majewski back to 3rd. He's right behind 2nd. Three more laps to go, not too much longer. Looking forward to this reverse, good race. Oh, where's Majewski gone? He's back out of 2nd. Vanderham's in 2nd, Carbo in 3rd. Seems like Dad's lost about 7 seconds on 2nd, so yeah, he's definitely gone off the track somewhere. Then one more lap to go after this one. Nearly there. A little bit deep that time around. Final lap. And then we'll take a look and see. Oh, we won't get enough time to look at the replay. I think we have to actually leave the game to be able to access the replay in this game. It's annoying. A few lights just come on, but we'll be fine. Final corner, and it'll be race 1 done. Nice. So that actually felt a lot longer than I expected it would. But I'll happily take that. Madreski seems to have had a rough race though. Where is he? Looks like he's going to have to take a third in this one. They're coming through the final corner now. You can see that's Vanderum in front of him. He'll take second place. We're on board with Madreski. He's currently my main contender in the championship. He'll take third. And where's Dad? He's unfortunately back here on his own. I'm sure he'll be quite disappointed. He was in second for most of that race. I'll have a talk with him, figure out what happened. But that's annoying. We'll have to hopefully see if you can have a better race than the second one. The reverse grid race is going to make things interesting. Possibly crashes because of the way the reverse grids go. Everyone gets a little bit impatient. Oh, looks like most of our drivers are finished. No, we've got a battle going on back here. Neville behind Brian. And it's going to be a side-by-side, but I'd say, yeah, Neville finishes. Oh no, this is Brian back here. What happened there? Neville took the position on Brian. Well, that happened in the final lap. And I think everyone's done. Everyone's finished the race. That's race 1 done. Awesome. So we'll go to the reverse grid race now. Have a bit of fun. Don't think anyone else managed to get the 106s in that race. These two are pretty close. Carbo got the second fastest lap. Here we go.
That was an awesome battle for 4, 5, 6, 7.
It was good, wasn't it?
I just wanted you all to make a mistake.
Which part of the track were you cutting, Barbsy? My screen's full of cut track for you, mate.
Good question. I'm not sure. I didn't get any warnings.
They come up and said drive-through penalty for you because obviously I've got PLP on, but don't use that.
I saw you go white times out of stow.
Yeah, Barbsy, we've got it turned off.
Ah,
So
okay.
the game won't tell you you've cut, but PLP still knows.
Right. Cool.
We're probably all doing
Could be any corner. Could be all. I'm not sure of the limit.
I would say it must be the same 6.
Probably the same, yeah.
Probably it's almost lap.
Interesting.
7, 13, 14, 16. Don't worry about it, mate.
I'll copy.
Risk good time. Who's behind me? I
Bad
think.
luck, Glenn. Whatever happened there.
Yeah, Dad had a rough run.
Oh, I'm not sure what happened when I ended up spinning, but yeah.
What I thought it was 4 wide.
Sounds
at
like
some
he's spun.
stage.
Yeah, the four cars going in there, and I think
Yeah,
Glenn.
Someone had to be the loser. No, I lost sight of the corner, so I think I just buggered it up for myself.
I'll have a look at the replay later. Right, 20 seconds to go. Got one car behind me.
Yeah, good luck all.
Majewski tends to get really good jumps on the reverse grid races, so let's see what we can do. Right, here we go, race is on. Now here come the deadliest corners of the entire race. Everyone seems to be alive so far. Oh goodness me, as I see a full wide coming up. Oh, there's a car that I nearly went to the back of. Oh, there's a backward facing car.
That's yellow, yellow, yellow.
We're in a yellow. Oh, there goes Turbo.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yellow in front, guys.
Safety car time.
Smashed.
Hey, Babsy, come back.
We got through the worst corners alright, and then they just started falling apart after the first 2 turns.
Oh, they're in a 4th.
Everyone stick to the left unless you're pitting, and then go right to go through the pit.
Why are we doing 30 on the straight? 80.
Who's in front, guys?
Where do I go
Stay in the
now?
left, please. Stay in the left.
Okay, so I'm a couple positions behind Majewski. I've gained a few though, so I'm still happy with my gains. And to think a couple cars are going into the pits for damage repairs, I'm probably going to gain a couple more.
So is it just the one car in pits?
There are 2.
Right, so we've got another lap of just cruising around under safety, or safety car, full course yellow, whatever you want to call it. And then we should be back underway very soon. Oh, you know what? The cars that got to... Oh no, they'll have to wait for the whole field to go through. They'll be good. They'll behave. I think Dad was one of the ones who got collected, or maybe collected someone else in that first lap. I'm not sure. Thanks, David. Surviving so far. So who came first? No, second in the last one. Vandrum. So he's behind me. Carbo's in front of me. He came 4th, I think. Majewski came second. He's a couple cars up. I really don't think tire warming does a whole lot in this game.
Copy.
Doesn't seem to bring the tire temps up at all.
No passing till the start.
Cobalt.
Okay, good. Good luck to everyone getting through the first few corners again.
Bobsy, come on,
Oh,
Sorry.
we've had something.
Another yellow?
Okay, well that happened. I've got a damaged front bumper now. I don't think that'll slow me down much though.
I went past the pits already.
I was watching you behind me, like millimeter. I'm like, this is gonna end in trouble. Bang.
Can I regain my position?
I'm not sure who got tossed off the track there. I think it was Madritsky. Yeah, he's coming back. Right, another lap of safety car.
Is he coming past us at the front?
No.
Copy.
He's in spot already. He's in his spot already.
Just wondering why safety car full course yellows for a sim race. Oh, I mean, some of it's just to make it a little bit more fair, because they're short races, and if there's, they say if there's 3 cars or more involved in an incident on the first lap, or at any point, they'll call a safety car.
Podium.
Just gives the guys that get taken out a chance to repair and come back.
It's only a team now.
I'll take it.
Also, it does prevent extra chaos from happening. So, for example, if 3 cars pile up at the front, if everyone starts slowing down early, there'll be less chaos. Get everyone back into order, and then back underway safely. I really don't think this does much. My fronts are still at 62 degrees. Right, this time around, let's see if we get a green. I do have a bit of damage on my front bumper though. Okay, we're gonna get through this corner safely this time. Yes, thankfully. We should get a green flag any seconds.
Go.
Oh my goodness. Oh, and I'm gone. Oh no, I've got the worst of it as well. Alright, well let's get going.
I think everybody was starting to break at the start line because they didn't want to pass.
Yeah, I'm trying to process what just happened, and I think what was just said over the radio calls is fairly accurate.
Yeah, that's fine. I was waiting.
Yeah, it was after the goal.
Everyone was going, but there's a rule that you're not allowed to overtake before the start-finish line, so everyone started braking, and then I didn't have anywhere to go. Now I've got extra damage, and I'm miles behind, but that makes for some extra fun. Let's keep going. Ouch, so I'm about 8 positions further down from where it was, and a whole big gap as well. Yeah, I've got quite a bit of bumper damage. It's racing. Let's keep going. Cornering abilities don't seem very much affected from the damage. Yes, this was interesting. I feel like a safer rule would be everybody accelerate when you reach the start-finish line. It would spread everyone out more, but it would be safer. Or just let everybody overtake whenever the green light goes out.
Round.
Look like someone coming hot.
Right, well, I've pulled the gate back in. Alright, let's begin. Hopefully, safely, we can get through this. Oh, that's one car going wide.
Yeah, but in racing just now.
Still plenty of laps to go. Oh, he's hit the AstroTurf. As soon as you get your wheels on the AstroTurf, you're stuck out there, unfortunately. No grip on that stuff. Might have a run here. Oh. Yep. It's a good run, actually. Someone's gone in the pits. I wonder who that is. Oh, now I've gone on the damn AstroTurf. Lost a bit of speed there. Oh, sort of came across me there. Don't know how we got away with that. Oh boy, 3 wide time? Or was it just warping? No, I probably shouldn't go for the overtake. No, I'm going to back out of that. Especially after what happened in the last lap. Don't want that to happen again. If he had a bad run here, he might get me back. He's catching me. See what he does. Back to 13th at least. Yeah, it's just some true BTCC racing. Bumping and rubbing.
I think I just got raped.
It's not an overly positive call over the chat. Okay, I don't think I'll have a good enough run this time around. I'm getting closer. No, haven't here either. Majewski's up to third. That should give me a good enough run. I hope. Ooh. A bit of warping going on, but there's still a good enough run. Halfway through the race now. I don't think I'll get up to the front this time. I put a bit of a gap up there. We went deep, but it kept him in his position. Oh no, someone's gone around, and I think that's Dad. No, he's had another unfortunate reverse grid race. It happened, well not that, but something like that happened in the last couple of races too.
You obviously didn't want to give up a corner.
That overtake. How many more? So currently 9th, top 10. So I think that's a pretty decent comeback from being dead last by a long way. I reckon there's a few more I could get. Oh. Okay, we got one there. Gave me the room. A bit wide. We have to pull some good laps together now. Oh, where did Aussie Panther go? What happened there? He just sort of went straight off the track. Don't hit that curb. The grip's definitely getting lower and lower now. The front tyre's being worn. Majewski's still in 3rd, Carbo 4th, Vanderum in 5th. And they are not too far up the road now. I mean, 2 of them are just up there. 8 laps. Deepening out. Yeah, it's definitely getting harder to catch up now. Oh, I can even feel it in that one. Ah, I've hit that curb again. That's going to be costing me at least a 10th every time I hit it. Even there, just no grip anymore. I was about to skip the last time. I might even be further back than I was before. Mudritsky's in second. I reckon Mudritsky will get to first. Beginning to run out of laps. Now Mudritsky's now in first, so he'll probably keep that now. There's no ways I'll be catching up to that. And someone's gone off. That's Aussie. Something's gone wrong with him. He was right behind me and he was keeping up before.
Carbo. All good, man. Survived, just.
Oh, I'm not very much quicker than these guys up ahead now. I just don't think I've got it. Oh, he's tapped off. And I've gone wide. Four laps, so I don't even know if I'll be able to catch up to the next car in front of me now. Gee, Mudritsky's already pulled a 2-second gap. We're all going wider and wider on that corner now. Tyres don't like it anymore. That front left's hurting. I don't have many laps left. I'd say the two in front of me in my final battle. Do I have the run? It's hard to tell when the thing's warping. Not gonna happen this time around. Oh, I got myself. No! Oh, I think that's that. Yeah, that'll be it. I broke a tiny bit on the grass. That'll be it. Oh well. I couldn't see my braking point. That's annoying. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a chance here. Ah, and hit the bump as well. Come on, nearly there.
I see that. I'm surprised you saved it.
Just kept it on the track. Ah, I don't have the run. Oh, it's so close. Oh, I think I might have got it. Oh, it's gonna be close. Oh, I think I might have got it. Oh, that was so close. Oh, I really wasn't expecting that. And that was really clean, so good race in there with him. I was quite happy there. There was a little bit of a scrape, but it was nothing too big, and we got a great race out of that. Great into that race. I think that's a 6th place from being quite far back at the grid for those heading off. Thank you for joining, and we'll catch you again next time. I'm a little bit out of breath, actually. Thanks, Racing with Earl. Next week I'll be doing the 12 hours of Sebring, at least that's what the plans are. I'll be doing that with 2 of my teammates on iRacing, and then on the same day, well, a little bit later in the day, I'll be doing the final race of this league, the Brandsatch race. Thanks, Fasuki, is that how I say it? And thanks, Earl, again, and David. And yeah, that was actually a really cool finish to the race. We'll go take a look at the replays. A couple things I wanted to see in the first race was what happened to Madretsky. He fell back, and Dad had a bit of an issue. Where did he finish? I think he finished 12th. That was the last I saw. Yeah. Okay, replay time.
I'll be back.
If the replays have hopefully saved, which I think they have.
Yes, you guys in the Fords, you poor bastards. The Audi gives Honda a little bit on the straight, but you can stream. The freaking Ford came from like 2 car lengths back and just ripped straight past it.
Yep. It's awesome.
Yep.
I thought it was just my car.
Is there any moments in the race that you guys wanted to have a quick look at before we head off?
I couldn't work out. Everyone was slipstreaming me and flying past, but I couldn't stay with anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, slipstream actually was a bit of a big factor in the overtakes in that race.
It was close, mate, wasn't it? That was a good day. It was a good last lap.
I hit that fucking curb, which upset the car and lost the momentum.
Right, we're nearly in.
I did exactly the same thing, mate, but it just held me in that little bit tighter.
Yep.
Okie dokie. So, how do I find...
What happened to my wheel?
Who are we looking for? Madritsky. He qualified second.
All steering. When it came back on, it pulled far left. So I went into pits, reset the wheel. And
There he
lost
is.
feedback.
Alright, David, thank you for joining again. We'll catch you again soon, and good luck for your Thursday race.
Project Cars days.
Okay, so what happened here with Madritsky?
Yes, Steve, 1 minute you were there, didn't see you were going.
Oh, that's what happened. He got himself onto the AstroTurf, and he lost a couple positions. So nothing major, it just shows what that AstroTurf can do. Incident that caused the full safety car, yep, we'll have a look at that. Okay, so that's what happened to Madritsky. He just got a little bit wide. Now I'm bored with my dad. He was doing so well. He was second for most of the race. Madritsky was challenging him, and then something happens.
Yeah, I could see you lining it, but I was in the room.
Okay, so this is when
across the front and into the wall.
a few of them snuck through.
Yeah, I was too busy looking in that mirror trying to
Well, let's have a look at that again.
It looked like I was trying to block you, but I wasn't. I knew you had to run and I didn't want to slow you down, so I didn't know if you were going left or right.
Just going to pop out of this.
Thanks for the
real
race,
quick.
everyone. We'll catch you next week or during the week. See ya.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
Okay, a little bit quieter now. So, this is what ended up putting Dad around in the first race. He's moving across a little bit, but however, Madritsky's not alongside. He's only alongside at the turning in point, or just after it actually. What would you guys call that as? I'll look at it again in full time, full speed. Just gone around there, and that is unfortunately what's upset his race. And I think that was the main things that happened in the first race. So let's get out of that and jump to the second race, and we'll see what happened with the full course yellow. What else happened? Oh yeah, I got taken out. Well, I took... What? How do you even call that? Because everyone just broke in front of me. I got brake checked unintentionally. Okay, give it about 10 seconds. It'll be into the replay for the second race. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to have a look at that final lap. That was a really cool battle. Nearly in. Okay. Hide that. So what happened first? Oh yep, so there was a full course yellow on the first lap. So we got through the first corner alright, second corner wasn't too bad. And we'll probably jump into the external camera just so we can have a better view of what happened up there. So first lap, everyone's like 3 wide into the first hairpin, so this is where my biggest worries were. Oh, okay, we got a car up there. Going a little bit sideways. I think he ran into the back of that car Yeah, and that's what's got. And unfortunately, it pulls him into the middle of the track, which then causes a bit of a pile-up. Okay, so not too bad, but Vanderum here gets a bit affected, and then there's me. Me in the white Honda here. I just have to hit the anchors, and I don't run into him. However, something happens up a little bit further. Ooh, okay, that's what happened. Okay, I need to jump forward a few cars, so let me do that real quick. I'll hop on board with Dad's car, because I knew that was his car that just got taken out. Right. So, what happens up here? Dad's car's the red car, and we have a 3 wide, which is not ideal into this corner. We have Cobalt, who gets clipped by Carbo here, which pulls him across into the side of Dad's car. And if you get, he does hit the front of the car. That looks like he's been hit right about the front right wheel. If you get hit on the front of these cars, they're very sensitive and they get shot off to the side really easily, which is exactly what happens here. Colbert goes around and Dad's straight into the wall, so that may even be a bit of suspension damage, which will hurt. And we had something else happening up ahead, so let me jump forward a few more cars. If I can find one. Is this close enough? Something's already happened. It's hard to tell. Okay, what happens? Let's watch from here. Okay, so one car's gone wide, and I think this group got through cleanly. What happened back here? Oh, we have a car going the other way. Right, back here. So we have that Ford there. It's a Ford, right? Yeah. He gets into the side of Aussie Panther, which gets him sideways and flings him off into Meatbag, and he gets pushed off and doesn't help with his already hurt day by the looks of things. Oh, and then we got these two right here. And we've got Carbo on the inside, Dad in the middle. Fortunately, there's a bit of a collision. I'd say Barbsy's trying to get himself back onto the racing line. Yeah, and he hits the anchors, or he slows down a little bit. Dad's already carrying speed. Yeah, unfortunately, then there's contact. And that sends him off the track. I assume, hopefully not onto the wall. Okay, he does stop. But yeah, that'll hurt. We did get a safety car though, so that will bring the field back in. Close them up a bit, and then those two actually had a bit of a collision. What happened there? I need to try get a bit closer. Can I get closer? Here we go. Something happened here. Chris is slowing down. Oh, Chris slowed down a lot there actually. That's why everyone suddenly started. Oh, no. Oh boy, so that's what's happened. I want to get back on board with one of the other cars. Who shall we get on board with? Car that's facing forward. This car. So poor old David suffers. Oh no, he gets pushed off the track. Right, so a bit of a nonsense going on in the first lap. Neville slows down to let some people back through, and now I'm going to hop back on board with my car. So we did suffer a bit of nonsense in the first lap. And then, oh yeah, that's right. So we came to the race restart. Here's the race restart. So green flag, everyone's going, and everyone starts hitting the brakes. Is that brake light on? Yep, those brake lights are on. I've got nowhere to go. And the only place I can go is into the back of him. Unfortunately, I didn't work out what was going out quick enough to be able to swerve to the right. So I still clip the back of him. Then I get a little bit of an extra clip from Vanderum, and then I am saying hello with the wall. And there's nobody else behind me. So if I can improve my cameraman skills, I am absolutely miles back in last now. Can I bring up the track map? Yeah, so if you look on the top left there, you can see there's a massive gap. I'm the green dot at the back, and everyone's still up there. What else happened? There was no more safety cars, so I eventually caught up within a few laps. Slipstream did help me a lot. I think I got one of my overtakes done just here. Yeah, I don't know why he was on the brakes there. Everyone was just trying to not overtake each other before the start-finish line, because on restarts you're not allowed to overtake the person in front of you before the start-finish line. Everyone is just slowing up, and then yeah, all that happened. Okay, what else happened? So I've got Neville in front of me. Wait, what happened with Chris? Oh yeah, this happened. So at the time, I felt like Chris came across me into the side of my door. Is that? Oh. I'm moving everything. Hold on. Right, so what did happen here? Did he cut across me, or was it my fault? I'm not alongside him yet. I knew I had extra speeds, and to be honest, that is probably my fault. And thankfully, we both got away with that quite cleanly, so I'll take the blame there. I was a bit late. Oh, now we're looking at Sky. From my point of view, however, let's look at that again. It looks like I'm next to him, so that's why I went for that gap. Let's have a look. So here he is. I know I've got more speed than him, and I feel like I'm alongside him, but obviously I wasn't, so I'll take the blame for that one. Thankfully we got through alright. So what happened next? I believe... Okay, so Chris got through past Neville there. I overtook Neville on that straight. And we kept the race going with Chris here. We're about halfway through the race, not quite. Oh, then Chris takes the corner really tight, hits the curb, I managed to sneak through, so that's how I gained that position. Oh, what happened there? So into the final chicane we go, on whatever lap this is. Somewhere around about lap 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I can't count. Barbsy goes really wide, and I have a lot more speed than him, so I pull past him there. And then on the following lap, I'm catching Jamonic here. I didn't get past him. Just skipping forward, and I must have overtaken him on the second lap. Got a lot of warping going on there. You can see his car going forward, back, forward, back. It's annoying, but did manage to get past him. And then we had Aussie Panther, who was having a really strong... Oh, that's what happened. Hold on. Before we get into the battle with Aussie Panther. So Dad had another bit of an incident here. So you can see him facing backwards there. What happened? Does that hurt his reverse grid race? Let's get some context. So we got a car going wide here. Now they're side by side. Ooh, okay. There's a whole lot of things, different situations going on there. So it seems like it all started from the front, the white and black Civic there. He went wide. They're side by side. Admittedly, I think they did cross a little early, which pushes Dave right over the curb. And there's a bit of door to door. David, does he get in the grass? Not quite. You can see what happens with this car though. You can see the weight goes to the side. The rear of David's car swung out that way. Now he's coming back towards the corner. There's another tap on the door. However, they're still facing forwards. Dave's a little bit sideways, and they're still going. Cobalt's shooting through to the inside. However, Dad's still going towards the left, which is not ideal. There's so much going on here. It's hard to pick out what is the cause. But something tells me... I don't know. David shouldn't have suddenly come across... But I can see Dad's still going to the left when he should be going to the right. That's definitely an incident that could have been avoided. And, it's just... There's so many events that just happened. I'll have to talk with him and see what he thinks later on. Right, so back to myself, to the battle with Aussie Panther here. Was it right here that I got him? Yeah, so the slipstream seemed to actually be quite powerful on this track. I didn't expect it. I got along inside them on the right there. And Aussie, he stuck with me for quite a long time, and then something really weird happened. He suddenly shot off the track at one point. I'm not sure what caused that. Now, okay, so this is David again. I had more speed than him. I give him a bit of like a fake dive on the inside there, which he does go a little bit wide on, so I take that. And Aussie gets past as well. Okay, so Aussie's still there. Now where does Aussie go off the track? Was it this lap? Yeah, there we go. So what on earth happened here? If I can change my camera. So we have me and then Aussie Panther behind me. What on earth happens? Play in slow motion. So this is not a very complicated corner. He just didn't turn. Did it? The only thing I can guess there is that his steering wheel's lost connection and it's come back at the last moment before he slammed headfirst into the wall. I can't really point out too many other scenarios that would have caused that. That's unfortunate. And a few laps later I did see him pulled up on the side of the road, so he must have had some technical issues. He was keeping quite close, so that's unfortunate. Alright, jumping forward a few more laps. I was catching up to Funky Gib here. Now this is when I was killing my tyres, and at this point I was only just faster than the cars in front of me. So we're getting to the final 5 laps or so. I think this is where something happened. I was right behind Funky Gib here. Coming out the final corner, I don't know exactly what lap it is, but we're in the final 6 or 5 to go. I get a much better run through the final little kink there. Was it this lap that I had the extra speed? Yes, but he did tap off there. He didn't have to tap off, but that did give me the track position. I did run wide, which gave him an opportunity. I did pull back towards the middle of the track though, so it would have been really risky for him to go for that dive. However, we got through that nice and cleanly. What else happened? There was one more battle. I've pressed the wrong button. I've activated camera mode, that's what I've done. So Cobalt, he's the next driver in front of me. He's in 6th position at this point. I'm in 7th. Now nothing really happens for the next few laps. I do get close to him. I get close to him here. Now, this is my first attempt. So I'm alongside him on the left. I don't intend to go around the outside. I just tuck back into the right to try to get a nicer run coming out of this corner. I did touch the brakes. I thought I was going to run to the back of him. I was going to go really deep into this corner. However, he pulled back in front of me, so I didn't get that opportunity. I tried to square up this corner a lot to give me a nice run out of this corner. Now, I do think I had a better run than him coming out of this corner to the start-finish straight, but it wasn't close enough. I did go for a bit of an inside line. I think I actually did go, yeah, I stayed alongside him here. We were both cautious, which is fair. He had a bit more speed and he did keep it on the track, so nothing wrong there. He holds the position for now. Now we're into the 21st lap. He goes a little bit wide there, and then this sort of hurts me a bit. So we come around this kink. I can't see my braking point, and then I just dip a little bit of my tyre onto the grass, and that caused me to hit. I had to correct the steering to stop myself from spinning. Now I'm about a second behind. So at this point I thought, there's no chance of me catching him now. Now we go towards the end of the 21st lap. And we jump onto the final lap. So here's the final lap of the race. I'm 7th position, Cobalt 6th in front of me. I came from dead last from quite far back after that one restart where I was facing backwards. I just tried to have a really nice clean lap, although I hit that curb, which kind of took that away. I tried not to get on the grass this time around, which I successfully did. Had a decent exit out of this corner. No, I didn't. I had to lift off or run off the track, but I had a good run. I had my slipstream, which I knew was powerful, going by my previous overtakes on the track. And now I'm back in the same position as last time, so all I'm going to do is basically try the same thing. I'm not going to give him too much room, I'm going to give him just enough. And the thing is, this time he doesn't brake too late. The first time he did. He kept it tighter this time, which allowed me to carry a bit more speed, and we got just a little bit of a scrape there. I was still within the track limits, and we're still side by side, coming to the final chicane. I just broke as late as I could to keep it in there. I held the position. I had a bad exit on this corner, so he's right back behind me again. You can see him in the mirror. I kept it, and then, yeah, that was the final lap, and I managed to keep that position. I finished 6th place, and I think that was quite enjoyable. Personally, I didn't have too many issues other than the big spin. Anyway, I've been talking a lot for now, and you guys have seen what's happened tonight. So that's a first place for the first race. Decent lead. I was going to be a little bit nervous on Madretsky because he was quick, and unfortunately he had a bit of issues in the first race, and then he kept dropping back, and he pulled it back up into third by the end. This race he had a much better race, and I think he won the race this time. Madretsky, that is, my main contender for the championship lead at the moment. And in this race I got taken out, and we saw what just happened. Come back and finish 6th. Championship standings, I don't know if they've been updated yet. Let me have a look. Yes, they are. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to show them on screen, but I can say them. Currently, I have 444 points. Madretsky has 398 points. So, it's 50 points for a win. I think 44 points for a second place. So I got 30 points in that final race by coming 6th. Yep, so he's about 50 or so points behind me. So he's about a win behind me at the moment, Madretsky is. And then third place is a further 50 points behind that. Yeah. So I'll see you guys next week. I'll be doing the 12 hours of Sebring. And I hope that goes alright. We don't have solid plans just yet, but I think we'll be doing the race. And then after that, I'll be doing the final race of this league. And then we'll see what's happening next. So thank you guys for joining again. I don't think I've missed anything. I'm just going to save this replay. I'll save it after I finish streaming. See you next week. Goodbye for now.